I love die cutting and I love making cards with die cutting that includes a die cut background, a die cut image, and even a die cut sentiment. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel. In today's video, I'll be sharing a few cards that share all of that die cutting and how easy it is to pull cards together with just die cutting and maybe a little bit of stamping for a sentiment here and there. I'll be using the new Spellbinders Summertime Collection designed by Horton. Let's dive right in and start die cutting. First, let's take a look at the open-laced frame and landscapes dies. Now, this is a set that will create a bunch of different layered backgrounds. You have that open lace background that you can create, and that's the white piece with the scallops on the outside. There are two rectangles so that they can mat inside each other. And then there are landscape pieces. You can cut them out of the larger rectangle or the smaller rectangle and create a background that is really layered and beautiful, lots of fun colors as well. So to put this together, I'll take the larger rectangle first. I've cut that out of waterfall cardstock, and I'll put a little tape runner behind it and then layer it on top of the open lace background, which is cut out of white cardstock. So that's our first layer, and you can see off to the left I have an A2 piece of beeswax cardstock. So we'll have a little yellow, a little teal. It's really going to come together and be fun. Now I cut the small rectangle out of sea glass cardstock. Then I cut the small rectangle out of white cardstock. And out of that white cardstock rectangle, I cut the clouds. Next, I cut the small rectangle out of fern cardstock and then cut the rolling hill out of that. Then I cut another small rectangle out of rainforest cardstock, and there's a different type of rolling hill from that. Last but not least, I cut the small rectangle out of peridot cardstock, and there's kind of that grassy edge for that one. So you can see you can really easily build up an entire landscape background just with die cutting and then adhering them together. I'll take a little bit of tape runner and put that on the back of that small rectangle and place that down onto the slightly larger rectangle matted onto the lace. Really so simple, and look at all the detail in there. You've got a blue sky, clouds, different rolling grassy hills. It's just such a fun way to create a background. And then obviously you could use those landscape dies on larger rectangles if you want to. They are big enough to do that. But this little tiny portrait is just fun for any type of card. You can put a little critter on there if you want to. I just decided to use the Love and Hugs sentiment stamps and dies, but this time I'm just using the dies. So there are 3 different dies for the hugs. There's the word, which I cut out of gold cardstock. Then there's the shadow of that, which I cut out of white cardstock. And then I've cut out the larger shadow out of coral cardstock. So again, 3 different layers, really creates dimension, and you can add all these fun colors to your background. I did stamp and heat emboss in gold embossing powder one of the sub-sentiments. Now, there are a few sentiments in the stamp set that can be used on their own, and then there are a bunch that can be used with the Hugs die. Feel Better Soon could be used on its own, but I decided to combine it with the Hugs die as well. There's another die set, the Decorative Lattice dies, that includes a rectangle and the lattice shape. If you cut the rectangle and lattice out together, that's the piece that I'm looking at right now. If you cut it out with the smaller rectangle from the open lace die, you get kind of that no edge lattice. So I'm using the edged lattice this time, adhere the white lattice down, and then adhere that rectangle down to the open lace. This time I've used different colors of blue, and I'll adhere those to an A2 piece of white cardstock. I'll use the open lattice piece on a piece of Bellini cardstock that I did cut down to the smaller rectangle, and then I'll layer that over some sea glass cardstock, layer that on top of the lace, which is cut out of white cardstock. I love the look of the lace in white cardstock. I just think that's such a pretty edge around rectangles. It just stands out really nicely. And then I put that down on some chiffon cardstock. Now, all that lattice and lace has created two different backgrounds so that we can use them for two different cards. As for images with dies, we have the garden planter dies. This comes with a wood bucket that you can fill. There's an opening at the top and you can fill it with greenery and some flowers. Basically, the way I like to do this is put a little bit of liquid adhesive on the front of the greenery and then tuck it inside that opening at the top of the bucket. What I really like about this is that you can then flip this over. If there's open spaces and you don't want to see those, there's a die that you can either make in brown or in blue to create the inside of the bucket. So mine is blue so that everything here is just in a bucket of water. You could make it in brown and then it's a real traditional planter with dirt inside. And the little flowers can just get either popped up or use liquid adhesive to put them randomly around the greenery. So the greenery is kind of the base of this image, and then the little flowers can go all over the place. And the little flowers are super easy. You just cut the flower out and cut the center out and glue them together. No problem. So all of this comes together with just a little bit of die cutting and a little bit of adhesive, whether you're using tape runner for the background or liquid adhesive for the images or for both. That doesn't matter. It's just so easy to create. And the outcome is really pretty because everything is just so perfectly designed as far as the dies. I put a few foam squares behind the bucket and popped that up. And then I finished it off with a Missing You sentiment from that Hugs and Love stamp and die set. There's another image die set in this collection. It's the Stargazers dies. And this set creates two different sizes of Stargazers, two different sizes of buds, and everything is layered super easily. So you have a base layer, and then you have that medium color layer, then you put the flower center on, and then you finish it up with that last layer, which is the lightest color. And I've used 3 different pinks for mine. You can use any colors you want, even if it's not a traditional Stargazer color. Don't forget to have fun with color, especially with flowers. They can be any color you want. I like to layer on different colors of green for those leaves so that you can see it's kind of like a shadow, or the leaves are a slightly different color, and that is combining rainforest and fern cardstocks. Then I use a few of those micro foam strips from Spellbinders to put behind the flowers and the buds. And you see, I'm placing them down on one of those backgrounds we created with the lattice as well as the open lace. So you have, once again, just some die cutting, some adhering together, and you have this really pretty card that you can create very quickly. I added a happy birthday sentiment to finish it off. There is another die set for backgrounds in this collection. It's the Ripped Edge Circles dies. This is a set of dies, many different sizes. You can see them all above the card that I'm creating here that you can layer on top of each other. They're all basically the same shape. They're just in different sizes, kind of like a nesting die set. Then we have the Containers and Foliage die set, which gives you other images to create with. And all of these things combine perfectly. These little containers can go on the lattice, they can go on the ripped edge background. I created a ripped edge background that's supposed to look like a tree trunk, and I have one of the containers or planters with a few micro foam strips that I've cut down. I just put one on each side, and the reason that I did that is because I want to put some foliage in the center, and I don't want the foliage to have trouble being put in that center spot. So now I have that open space in the middle, easy to pop up that planter that way, but then also have the foliage just stuck right inside. Looks like it's right in that little planter or container. There is a little bow that you can add to any of the containers or planters. And this time I used a Just Because sentiment that I white heat embossed on black cardstock. I just like the way it popped with these light colors. I wanted to share another way to use the Ripped Edge circle dies. think one other way that you could use them is to use the largest one to create a shaped card. That'd be fun. But for this card, I have a white piece of cardstock that I cut out with one of the Perfect Touch rectangle dies, and I'm adhering some of the smaller sizes of the ripped edge circle dies, some of them hanging off the side, which then I just trim off those edges. And those are all cut out of fog cardstock, which is a really, really nice light gray. So I will have some, again, that I've cut in half because they were hanging off the edge to use in open spots on edges on the other side of the card where I didn't fill yet. And this one I do have covering the entire corner, so I'll flip it over and then cut off both the side and the bottom so that everything is just flush to that edge. I'll do it once more for that open spot that was at the top there. Once I have the background created to my liking, I'll then put some tape runner on it and adhere it to another piece of darker gray cardstock cut out of the Perfect Touch rectangles once again. And this time I'm using the other 3 containers and a piece of foliage that I did not use on the card that I used one on before. So I have these 3 containers. I think I have the middle vase upside down, but that's okay. And then a happy birthday sentiment to finish that off. I'm a big fan of the Lisa Horton collections for Spellbinders because of all the die cutting that you can do and how easy it is to pull together these layered and colorful cards. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you like to die cut as much as I do? Do you love this collection? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.